Can you place units or something like
And
that?
no, in the first version of the map editor, you can't. But later we will add this function.
Okay.
We got a question by Jockborn. He's asking something, not about the game, but like, he's asking how much it costs to run War Selection server per month. But I don't know if you want to give an answer to that.
Can you write your questions in the main channel?
Main channel. Well, the questions are...
Sometimes I don't understand.
Well, you can look in no mic chat. Do you see it? It's above the voice chat. But there the people are asking the
Okay,
questions.
okay. It's only one server. One server. It's about mm, we pay in Russian rubles. It's about $400.
Alright. And there's already next questions, as you see, like by Atomic. He's saying that the game GPU usage is almost always at 98 to 100%. And in other games it's not like that. And he wants to know why it's so high.
Mm. Oh. What a video card.
Atomic, what video card? 1060 GTX, Nvidia GTX 1060.
Okay, 1060. Not bad. Um, we we try to use a video card at maximum.
So the more you use it, like you use it 100% and then you get more FPS basically.
Every game, every 3D game tries to use video card maximally. We can more game faster, more FPS. Uh, wo- if the question that you have not enough FPS, you can change your graphics.
Yeah, the other games probably that he listed, they probably take a lot of CPU and then the CPU is at 100%. That's why the GPU is not 100. Let's see next question. Someone is asking, is there going to come a 2v2 or 2v2v2 free for all game mode?
2v2, yeah, good question. We want to add 2v2 games.
Alright.
2v2 rating games from the next season. It will be one on one and 2v2 every second day. One on one, then 2v2, then one on one. We can't make available so much models same in the same time.
Alright, next question. What is the next country in development?
Poland?
Poland? Alright.
Not.
Not?
We second, please.
Second question or?
Second, please, I'm translating.
Oh, one second. Alright.
XFactor.
Yes.
Sasai can speak English and Russian very well. I've been told he can translate if that's okay with him.
Well, if there's translation needed. Is Sasai here?
Hello.
Alright.
Oh,
Goodbye. Sasai, is he here, Ero?
We
Yes, he is here.
We,
Yes, I'm here.
we find good units for Poland. This is not easy. If we will have enough of good units, we will make this country next.
Do you need
When?
translator maybe? Like, or is it okay like that?
Maybe later.
Alright.
We will start the Poland at in the end of this month, maybe. And we create a contract about 1 month. At start of September, it can be ready. Maybe not.
And then there's another question, it's almost the same. Someone is asking Petris, what countries will be in the future? So, Poland and...
Oh, I don't know future.
So it's unclear yet, alright. Then by iHunter Q8, he's asking when America and United States of America will come out.
In the DLC.
It's
Not
the-
soon. DLC will be after the game release. Map editor, one new country, maybe Poland. Next campaign, computer player, and then will be release.
And then after that, there will be
After
some
that,
more
we
DLC.
will start working on DLC with new countries.
Alright, then I think the question is answered. Toast Bro is asking in the map editor if you can place biomes like snow or grass. Or maybe even sand.
Can you write this question?
I can DM you.
Could I translate it?
Or maybe Sasai can translate.
Они спрашивают, возможно ли изменить дизайн ландшафта, например, чтобы был снег, песок или другое время года.
Спасибо. Are you talking about map generator or
Map editor.
map editor? In the map editor, you can do what you want. You can choose any color and create any type of landscape.
Nigger.
Oh my god, why there's so much trolls?
His name is Blacky Hacky.
Then ban him. Let's go to the next question. Where's the next question? Yeah, Poland question is already asked. And yeah, then there's from Daniel. He says that during the past month there has been various discussion about the ranked system and suggestion that could improve the experience of the players. notably adding ranked maps, changing the current rating system so player can go below 0 rating, and improving matchmaking. What is planned for the ranked system in the next season?
Sweet, please.
Excuse me, could you repeat it again, X-Factor?
Daniel basically says there has been a lot of talk about the ranked system, and there have been a lot of suggestions, and he's asking if there's what is planned for the next season for ranked.
Спрашивают,
окей,
какие планы
я
на
понял.
рангой сезон.
Я понял, да, спасибо. No more matches with where top players play with low players. Top players will wait 1 hour, 2 hours, while other top player don't join the queue. And
So basically more restricted matchmaking.
and a new mode 2v2 with the same ranking system.
Alright, then he has a second question, even much more. He has 7 questions, but the second question is, let me check. He's saying that the map editor can be used for custom maps, but he's asking if that can be applied in official matches, also in ranked. If those
Yes,
good maps.
I think one day we will have enough of good maps, and we can make pool of maps for ranking.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. His third question, I will read it quickly. He says that there has been a few bugs in the game for a long time. For example, if you have a lot of workers and you want to build a building, then they all like block each other and don't build the building properly. And then there's other bug like workers going around the forest and stuff like that, and the walls having a gap sometimes, so units can still pass, not building properly. And he's asking if that can be patched at some time.
Is it 2 questions?
It's one question. He's asking basically if the bugs can get fixed.
It's not a bug. What?
That the wall, like the wall, has a gap.
Whoa.
Or like the workers block
If
each other.
if you think it's a bug, write this to the bugs channel. And no messages about this bug on this channel. Yes, maybe one day was one bug report about this, but actually no one writes about this bug. If you have bug, write to the bug channel.
Yes, and follow the format so there's useful information.
But write not only description. Description is useless without information. Information, any information like screenshots, video, log files, map code, and else data. not only description, please.
Nice. Fourth question by the same guy. Question towards balance changes. How do you decide if a unit is overpowered or underpowered? And he's asking why Sipak and elephants were buffed, even though they were very strong already.
We plan to nerf Sipak and machine gun elephant. Yes, and mhm.
He asked, how do you decide if something is good or not good?
I have a list of changes for the next update, and we will nerf some units. But if we will have a channel with balance problems, where people will write and vote the balance problems, not changes. It will be helpful.
We can do that. Definitely. Let me check the question number 5. This is again about performance. There he is asking if there's any progress on optimizing the game. Yeah, that's it probably. He's asking if there's any work on optimizing the game.
Can you repeat?
He says that currently the PC requirement is too high and that a lot of people have low FPS lags, and he's asking if there's like any work to help.
Okay, yes, I understand. The main problem is that match units, if you have low FPS, don't play 16 players games. CPU. Main problem is not GPU. We have render and the game core works in the one core, one CPU core. And when you have much units, FPS, you have a low FPS too. In the future, we will change this, and people will have more faster graphics. But if you have weak CPU, the game will continue work slow for you. The main problem is CPU, because we have so much units with сложным поведением. Не знаю, как сказать.
Sasai?
They have too much units and it's really difficult to track their action at the same time.
Спасибо.
Alright, the last question by this guy, he's asking what long-term and short-term goals the developers you have for this game.
I don't understand.
Какие краткосрочные планы и какие долгосрочные планы на игру?
As I said, we plan to make a map editor first. Computer player. New country, maybe not. new country if we can. Is if we will if we will see if we will have enough units for this. New units for new country. Okay, new country and campaign. These are primary plans. And one new mode, one new game mode. About new mode. I'm finding the mode name. Tug of War. Tug of War. If you played StarCraft, the map Desert Strike. Desert Strike in the StarCraft. We will make same mode.
Alright, I think the question is answered. Upcoming countries, we have this.
And we will release web version of this game.
The guy is asking, Murph, what countries will be in Africa and Native America?
I don't see the future.
Right, next. Okay, next match.
Maybe America and Africa will be never released. Yes, we have some plans, but I don't know. Maybe we will have not enough money for this.
Alright, he's asking also, will you be able to suggest the custom map to ranked matches? Like if he makes a map, if he's able to suggest it for ranked, if there's like a map pool at some point.
Repeat, please.
You can make a custom map with map editor. And then he's asking if the ranked matches have a map pool, if he can suggest his map to the map pool.
Of course. If we will have custom maps for ranking, you will vote for maps for you and play on maps where you where you want to play.
Then we have one question by Daniel, but I think that's already answered. I don't know what this means, Funef. Do you have plan to make a lobby mode? Maybe you can explain it more. When is Africa and Native America coming? We have this already. Someone is asking if there will be trains in the game.
Yeah. Okay. No. Why for unit teleportation?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know too. Just trains. We can add the train model in the game, and what next? The train must move. Okay, we can make this. What train will do? Looks like we must do so much new mechanics for just units transportation. Units. What units transportation? Tanks on train?
Probably.
I don't know. It looks it's sounds sweet, but it's will be useless in the game.
Yeah, probably. When is the game coming out of early access and will it still be free to play?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, the game. Maybe we will add the after early access we will sell the game will all countries with campaign with but I think we will oh, sorry for my English.
I mean,
А
since
помощь с
I...
переводом?
Yeah.
Да, помощь нужна. Мы, вероятно, возможно, сделаем версию игры, где будет уже включен весь продаваемый контент, кроме декораций.
Мгм.
Это будет платная версия игры.
Maybe we will create a version of game with all content, but you should pay for it.
Вот.
И-
А также оставим текущую игру, но текущую версию, но уберем из нее некоторые виды покупок за деньги.
Мгм. But also we will leave the current version of game, which is free, but we will take off some payment options. Всё.
Alright.
Maybe not. We will see what's better.
And the same guys also just edited the message. If the Imperial Edition owners get the game for free, if it has to be bought. Like the full edition you were talking about, if Imperial Edition owners get
Imperial Edition, it is the full game version. Yes. People who has Imperial Edition, it's the same. That's that version with full content.
Next question. Someone is asking if there will be a new era with like Cold War equipment.
Not Cold War. In Cold War, we have not much units. Modern age. Maybe one day, 1 year, we will add modern age. Maybe not. I think not. Of course, we want add new age. We want add new countries, but we have no money. We have no people who will make this.
There is a question about the train again. He is asking what new mechanics there has to be for the train, and he's saying that trains may reduce cost for trade. I don't really understand what he wants to say, to be honest.
Train, it's very much new mechanics, and we have just train without new
It has no use.
Извините, вопрос был задан не совсем корректно. Он
Да я
имел в
понял,
виду,
да.
какие новые механики будут введены, новые ресурсы, какой-то новый вид обмена, возможно, новый юнит, поезда, как пример. Либо какие-то новые особенности для разных биомов.
Currently we don't plan add new no, we have a new mechanic. It's auras and buffs. Yes, buffs. Auras and buffs. We a unit can burn. It's buff. Ground can burn. It's aura. Burn aura. Units. A unit move in this terrain, in this aura, and he get buff. If you play StarCraft or StarCraft, okay, you should know what I'm talking about.
Are we speaking about an ability, or is this like a new unit?
Not abilities.
Like, what creates this aura?
Aura adds buffs. Aura adds buff to units.
But
While
how do you create
unit
it?
in this aura, unit have buff. When units leave aura, he.
Yes,
know.
but how do you create this aura? Projectile can create aura. Ah, interesting.
Projectile or some unit's ability. Much ways.
Okay, then there's a question by Error. It's about ranked, but we already have this with the map pool, maybe. Then he's asking, will the map editor be free for everyone? Or
Yes,
is it with special mode?
Map editor will be free for everyone, but maps, created maps, not all created maps will be available for everyone.
Then he's also asking if it's possible to add profiles for players with statistic and maybe badges and rewards for tournament. So if you like click F1, you see that someone has a badge, for example.
Можно перевод, пожалуйста?
Yes, could you repeat again?
He's asking if it's possible to add profiles for players. Maybe even
okay.
badges.
Profiles. What information you want in this?
I talked with him once and he said he wants to see win rate and stuff like that.
Win rate. No, if we will if we will show an information like this, it will demotivate people.
All right. What
People,
about
people, player starts the game, pressing F1, and what he watching.
maybe not in the game F1, just outside of the game you see profile, and in the game when you press F1, maybe you
Maybe,
can
but
see some achievement of or
why for? What's the reason to show this information? We have
Can I speak?
team matches ratings for every player. We balance every team game, but we don't show this rating.
Alright, Ero, you can talk.
Uh, Recently in tournaments, people don't want to play tournaments because, like, there is no point of rewarding checkpoints. People need to have some badges or some special rewards they can show up for other players, so people have more encouragement to play the tournaments.
Oh, my game sound.
Like, do you want me to repeat?
Не перевести?
Я сейчас. Да, пожалуйста, я ничего не услышал из-за.
Собственно
звука.
говоря, он говорит, что люди не хотят играть турниры по причине того, что там нет никаких видимых наград. И он хочет ввести систему с профайлами для того, чтобы там можно было отобразить, что человек победитель такого-то турнира,
Ага.
ну и банально человек мог как-то, извините, выпендриться.
Да, это классно. Good idea. I think we will do this.
And then here's another question. If you can reduce the amount of animals because no one likes them. Wouw, are you here?
And yes, I understand the question, but I am
Just shocked.
yes. No. Мне грустно.
He's sad.
Yes.
Maybe like put the animals a bit more away from the spawn, so that if you have a second woodline instead of starting woodline, there's no animal in that woodline. Because usually when people farm the starting woodline, they need to find a new one, and in that new one there's usually at least one boar, or maybe even tiger, or even more.
I think about animals regularly, and I have no final solution.
Okay. Oh, and then Aero is also asking what information what information you need to fix that private games not loading bug.
Any useful data, any useful map code. No one writes map code in this bug. Any log files. Log files have all story of your game launch.
Screenshot, video, everything that can help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question. Yeah, America and Africa, we talked about this. Then someone is asking, what do you mean with DLC? What will it contain? Will we be able to unlock it with tech points or only with real money?
I don't know. I don't see the future. I want to sell additional countries with touch points and money, but I don't know.
Then
I-
someone is saying, the Imperial Edition has 8 countries, and he's asking if you still get future countries if you own the Imperial Edition.
Yes, I think it will be like second Imperial Edition.
Okay, someone is asking, Denarmo again, are we going to be able to buy cosmetics with tech points?
No, we have a plan, but I don't. We have a plan to sell chests by touch points, and in this chest you can get random cosmetics or country or country coupon. But I don't know. It's not primary plan. I don't know when we will have time for making this.
And then there's a question about dead trees. He's asking if it's possible to make the trees go away faster so you can see if everything is cleaned. Because usually when trees fall over, you don't see if there's still a tree or not, and then tanks get maybe stuck.
Yes, I know this problem with tanks. I have a good solution. I haven't trees. What can we do with trees? Make woods smaller.
He said that dead trees, the trees you destroyed,
What is
that they
that
away.
trees?
It's
What?
trees that you like. If you shoot with a tank with X attack on a tree, then it gets destroyed, and then it falls on the ground. And he's asking if that tree can disappear faster.
Я, наверное, не понимаю вопроса.
Собственно говоря, тут он спрашивает насчет известной проблемы, когда ты стреляешь по деревьям, деревья падают на землю и долго не исчезают. И пока они не исчезли, танки проехать не могут.
Это не так. It's not right. When okay, I will show you.
Sasai, you said wrong.
Yeah.
No, there's still maybe some trees, like not destroyed trees, and you
I
don't see it.
Я понял. Когда
Мгм.
деревья упали, ты не можешь видеть, какие деревья ты уничтожил, а какие нет. Они мешают определить, что ты все зачистил или не все.
And what can we do with this?
Могут ли деревья исчезать быстрее, упавшие?
Suggest this. Suggest at least in the suggestion channel, and vote for this suggestion, and we will see this and make this.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions, just make a suggestion. Space.
I have a suggestion. Can I say it?
Alright.
Can you add just an option to delete those fallen trees on the ground? Graphic option, something like that.
What graphic option?
To delete fallen trees. We are talking about fallen trees,
okay.
aren't we? Yeah.
Suggest this. Good idea. Suggest this, and we will read and think about this idea.
Alright, the Spacey guy is asking if there will be Steam workshop support. Like maybe.
I think why for? Why for?
For example, making mods like Vargasos did, like changing skin on tank or so.
Mods. Okay. I think one day it will be available without a Steam Workshop, but it will be available.
Then we have almost the same question as at the start. If there will be other game modes like, or no, sorry, an option to select what game max players will be. If it will be 3v3, 4v4, 5v5. If you can select the max amount
No,
of
of
players.
course not. If we will make so much modes, in every mode we will play 5 players at the same time. You will wait half of hour.
And then certain
No,
sees,
no one will wait so long.
yes, the queue times get splitted so much.
Yeah, but I have a suggestion, guys. Sorry, interrupted you. If you can put an ranking team match, if we will good. I mean, the same ranks can fight with each other.
C'est ça, c'est le map éditeur?
Я не
А.
понял вопрос. Помогите мне, пожалуйста.
Could you repeat again because I didn't understand it too.
I mean, when you wanna play with your teammates, your enemies should be on your ranking, you know, on beyond your level, not
You-
be only.
Он говорит о том, что разница в скилле игроков, что в одной команде может быть стак из опытных
Мгм.
игроков, в другой команде из новичков.
Okay, we are balancing every game. In every game, both sides equal.
Or no, it's not equal. I mean,
It's equal.
really?
Maybe not not enough equal, but we do this.
And
Okay.
Sometimes in one team, weak player leaves the game and
It will be punished. Yeah, it's kind of.
other players in this team leave too. They think their team now weak, but it's not weak. When
Yeah, I see.
when a weak player has left the team, it's
Yeah,
still strong.
yeah. I had the same situation yesterday. Three of my mates have left in the beginning of the game, but it's kind of finished the game. You know, we couldn't anything without the tier of mates, and we had to leave the match. I think if you could put an extra how can I say, extra ban or extra restriction for those that leaving the game, it could be very positive for communicating.
Report them. I banned them. I banned them for long time.
Oh, really? Thank you. I'll do it.
Report them. We have the report function used.
можно еще вопрос?
Can we just stick to the chat? So everyone gets to ask his question. Next question is when the map editor comes out.
When? I don't know. We are. I hope in this month. It's at this time most of functions works. we can change on scape. As you can see, we can change anything else with landscape without environment like trees, stone. This is last feature. That, after this feature, the map editor will be ready. It's I mean first version of a map editor. Later we will add new features, adding units, scripting scenarios, and else.
We have someone asking when the next ranking season is coming out.
I don't know. I think at 1st September.
And then someone is asking a more private question. He's asking how is the situation with the budget if you have enough money for living and work on other games.
Я не понял вопрос.
Можете повторить еще раз?
He said a more private question. How is the situation with the budget? And if there's enough money for living and working on other games.
Как ситуация с финансами? Это более личный вопрос. Хватает ли вам на разработку, на жизнь? То есть, в принципе, как с этим?
Yes, we have enough money for current work processes, but we can't grow with this income.
We have someone asking, Denarno asking, if there's ever going to be helicopters.
Helicopters, no. When we will add modern age, we will add helicopters. We can add helicopters. It is easy for us with current technologies, but what helicopters in Second World War?
Yes, not so much. Someone is asking, for North American players, they usually get 250 or more ping, since he thinks that the server is located in Europe, and he's asking if there will be any time a North American server.
We can Он про пинг, да, спросил? Я правильно понял?
Он спросил про пинг, то, что люди из США имеют 250.
We can open a lobby in America, but if we will do this, the players will be divided, and we will have less balanced games. We will have not enough players for matchmaking. But we can open this lobby. We can make this right now.
The same guy who asked this question is also asking if there will be ever skins for units.
Repeat, please.
He's also asking if there will be skins for units.
Skins.
Скины для юнитов.
You mean our skins or your skins?
I think he's asking like that. For example, a spearman looks different, like has different clothes.
Я думаю, он говорит про официальные скины, которые вы
Мгм.
будете продавать.
Uh, we have no money for make skins now. We have no people who will do this. We can make skins, or we can make a new country. What 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 will we do? Country, of course.
Again.
Someone is asking about engineers. Yeah, they can heal armored vehicles, and he's asking if there's also at some point a unit that can heal infantry unit.
No, we don't plan heal. Maybe we'll make this, but
Um,
uh, I don't know.
There's also
I don't know the situation where we need heal infantry.
Yeah, usually infantry has not much health, so usually they die very fast.
Can I ask a question?
In the chat, yes.
What? In the chat?
In the no-mic chat, it gets all
Okay,
done
okay.
in the order.
No one told me that, sorry. Okay.
Someone is asking about the roadmap that you did like over a year ago. If there will be like North Europe for Vikings or Mongols.
We have a roadmap, but we don't public it. Why? One reason, we can't promise anything.
And then we have Sonic. We are behind like 30 minutes in the no mic chat, that's why we need to do a bit faster. Will there be any changes in upgrade balance in addition to unit balance? Oh yeah, he's asking for example if like the spearman upgrade, instead of giving 1 damage it maybe gives 2, or in the Stone Age the boots upgrade, maybe instead of 5 more speed 10 more speed.
If you think that we should do this, write this in the suggestion channel. People will vote for this suggestion.
Then someone, Atomic, is asking, we have 2 likes, so people want to ask this. How does the game calculate how many tech points you get? And suddenly it's getting a lot of likes.
If I'll answer this, the next step is changing the formula.
Yes.
This formula should be secret.
People will be playing for tech points and not for fun anymore. Forecast is asking if there's a plan to fix the pathfinding algorithm. Probably because workers walk around the forest and stuff like that.
Workers and forest. It's not pathfinding. It's yes. Okay. I have one idea, but I don't have time for this. I can't work on this task. I can't fix this. But it will about 1 week of my work and 1 week of bug fixing. 2 weeks for this very high price for this task. One day I will have no any other priority tasks, then I will do this.
So basically there's more important stuff to do right now. A-Snipe is asking if there will be a campaign, a historical campaign maybe, for Nazi Germany versus Russia, Poland, US or China.
It is a secret.
Okay. Mazza Faker is asking if at some point in the game if there will be gas weapons.
You can suggest this. We don't plan, but
There's more.
Suggest, and if we will see that it's a good suggestion, we
Yeah,
can
there's
make
more
this.
questions that look like suggestions, like A-Snipe is again asking if workers can hide in houses at some point. But that is like also a suggestion.
Is it a question?
No, it's a suggestion, more or less, probably. We have Dedel, he's asking oh yeah, if you continue to reskin units, like as you did with the Spearman, the X-Men, the Archer, or...
We are not reskinning them, we are remodeling, absolutely, reworking them. We most как это, некрасивые.
Not beautiful.
They looks ugly.
Yeah, ugly. Looks ugly. Units most playable and looks ugly. We remodeling them when our modellers have a time for this.
We have a question about animals again, but this time he's asking for if there will be more new animal interactions. Like he's asking if the...
Sorry, I could ask it on Russian, what he wrote down there.
Yeah, you can do
Он
it.
спросил, что насчет добавления новых взаимодействий с животными? Поведение оленей и коров непредсказуемо. Можно заставить коров убегать от напавшего, так, чтобы их можно было загонять к себе? Или добавить дешевую ловушку для оленей?
Why for? What do you want? You want to have free meat near your storage?
Извините, я скорее добавлю, так как это вопрос наболевший, можно так сказать. Проблема скорее в том, что добыть хотя бы одного оленя реально максимум один раз из 5 игр. Потому что их поведение в принципе невозможно предсказать.
Они не для того, чтобы их добывать, а для того, чтобы они бегали по карте и предупреждали о движении юнитов.
Понятно, спасибо.
Это, кстати, лучше перевести.
These animals not for meat, as we think. These animals to alarm you if somebody go into your base.
Yeah, the deers are not for
Deers,
farming,
yes.
but
Deers also.
so when they run you see that someone is coming from that direction. And the guy was asking if there could be like a cheap deer trap, like to trap deers, but that is not the idea.
Cows, you can create storage near cows, but you can move them controllable. And I think we will don't change this.
Someone is asking if you will add some larger travel unit. So basically he's asking if there will be transportation for more units Like instead of APC only 5 units, maybe something with like 20 or 30.
What's the problem you want to fix?
Maybe he wants to get his units in a team match from far back line to the front line very fast.
Yeah, I understand. It's a train idea. Just unit transportation. It's a game. You have. Ой, сложно так.
You say it in Russian? You
Сейчас,
translate.
да, я сейчас по-русски скажу. Ой, это игра. Игра — это набор сложностей, которые нужно преодолевать.
The
Вот.
game is a set of different problems that you should solve.
И есть разные варианты, чтобы решить эту проблему уже сейчас. Например, производить юниты ближе к фронту.
And you have different ways to solve this problem right now, like build your barracks near the front lane.
И я понимаю, хочется одновременно юниты производить в безопасном месте, но при этом и быстро доставлять их на фронт. Это не очень справедливо.
Again, you would like to make units in safe place and fast go send them to front line, but I guess it's not correct to everyone.
Alright. Luxaria is asking about the report system. He's asking what happens after reporting another player. Will the pun review what? Yeah, will the play will be reviewed or what will happen basically?
I'm grouping these reports, and players with much reports. I check them, and if I see that is not abuse, I ban them. I mean, report system abuse. If player abuses report system or player or groups of players, I disable this function for them.
So basically, if someone is truly guilty, he gets punished, and if someone is just fake reporting, he gets punished.
Yes.
That same guy is also asking if there's, yeah, it's also like a suggestion if there's any plans to make bridges over water.
Bridges, bridges and channels, rivers. No, we will. We don't plan add bridges.
And then he's also asking.
It's the bridges idea is the same like transportation idea. Remove difficulties and избавление от препятствий, которые представляют собой игру.
It's like you're trying to avoid difficulties that they're part of this game.
Alright, yeah, as I said, the same guy is also asking if there will be more variety of wild animals. Like different wild animal besides tiger.
Repeat please.
He's asking if there will be more different animals.
more different animals or no animals?
More.
Wh- what should we do? Okay, and I don't know what animal we can add new animal, but what is the animal and what is what how what will the animal what will this animal does?
What's the purpose? Yeah.
Uh, every animal in the game have поведение.
Can I bring my opinion in this, or like,
Not really.
like, is it not better if you have a death barrier around someone's base for animals, so that, like, they don't instantly go for your workers, but they still hold off early rushes with like towers?
Sorry, I am tired. I don't understand English more.
Can someone translate it for me?
I don't understand
Yes, I
most
could
of
translate.
questions.
I could translate it. Could you repeat again?
So like, is it not better to make a death barrier for animals around your base so that they can't go directly for your workers, but it still holds off early tower rushes?
Он имеет в виду создание безопасной ауры вокруг базы, где не может быть никаких животных. И and you also saying it should be safe from tower rushes, yes?
Yeah, it does make safe against tower rushes because then the animals will hold them up.
И это будет безопасностью для того, чтобы не позволить еще товараши ставить. То есть строить строение на этой базе. Я
Почему это не
совсем
делать
понял.
Tower Rush? Tower Rush is normal strategy.
Still, there should be a counter to it, right? Such as the animals.
Animals have a distance from the starting zone. They don't. I'll show you.
Yes, but from what I know, it's a very little radius.
Little.
At least in my experience.
It's not. I think it's not little. Okay, look.
Yeah, the issue that I usually have with games, and I think I can speak for a lot of people here, is that resource nodes are usually like camped by animals.
What
And,
resource?
well, most resources pretty much. For example, I have a lot of matches where I won't get metal, but there's like a
Metal?
or
If you
or
if you gather metal, you should have an army. You should kill animals.
like when I go very early on rushing, I usually build towers instead of rushing an army because I want good units. So
Я не понимаю, помогите мне, пожалуйста.
Я и сам тяжело понимаю.
He's saying that he usually makes towers and doesn't want to make Bronze and Stone Age units and wants to go for the better units in Middle Age. And then the animals will annoy him when he's farming iron.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Он предпочитает средневековых воинов, если что.
Каких воинов?
Средневековых. Он не хочет делать армию до средневековья.
Он делает
Ну
башни.
это смешно на самом деле.
Нет, аж... Типа у меня связанный вопрос, только не связано с металлом, а с деревом. У меня часто бывает то, что у меня очень маленький кусок леса. Это
Мы
нормально?
изменили. Я переработал алгоритм, и при генерации карты происходит проверка, что в области игрока есть некоторый объем леса. Вот. Возможно, стоит корректировать эти коэффициенты. Вот. Но в целом сейчас есть некоторая гарантия некоторого объема леса на стартовой позиции.
So I guess I will translate. The question was sometimes I don't have enough wood on my territory, and developer answers that you will always have some amount of wood in your safety area. It's guaranteed.
And guys, please, if you have questions in no mic chat next time. We have a question for yeah, can you automatically chat ban people for certain words in the chat? For example, if they use the N word.
Of course we can. It's not difficult task, but we have no time to implement this.
Someone's asking if the mini-map can be updated in a way that it shows trees, iron, and hills more clear on the map.
It is a difficult task. We want to do this one day.
And then we have a question by Marmalada. He's asking, why didn't you change the warrior meta in ranked for 2 years? Like, he's saying that it's always warriors in ranked, and that's how it has always been.
Why we don't? Why we must do this? Is it a problem?
Probably the warriors are in a way that strong that it's very hard to use bronze age units like spearmen for Asia, for example. Because
Is it a problem?
I can't tell, but it makes that all games are just one unit and the others are like not used as much.
Также я вставлю свои 5 копеек. По сравнению с каменными воинами, дубинщики и прачники выглядят куда менее эффективно. Особенно прачники.
Мы постоянно okay, we change balance regularly. If you think we should make this balance change, write this suggestion channel. We don't know all about meta. We don't know all what you know. We don't know enough about game modes, how you play this. What is the problem for you? We don't know if you don't write this. Write this, please, and write problems and suggestion how to change this. Or only the problem. We can invite invent solution, but we must know your problems.
Then there's a question about the matchmaking in team matches. How do you determine the balance? Like, how do you know if someone is a good or a bad player?
Я не понял.
Он спрашивает, как определить баланс между игроками в матче. Я имею в виду, как вы сказали, вы это балансируете. На основании чего?
Okay. In when people you have you can see a ranking system for 1v1, but the same ranking we have in team games, and when player wins, we add ranking. When he lose, we decrease.
How many points?
That depends.
5.
Это всегда одинаково или это зависит от обстоятельств?
Это на самом деле не важно. Не важно, как это работает. Главное, что такая система у нас
Окей.
есть. Вот. И главное, что мы работаем над балансированием команд. Мы отслеживаем, мы собираем статистику о том, как проходят матчи, и кто где как побеждает, мы корректируем эти параметры. И когда Ой, нет, я уже не смогу. И когда игрок говорит, что вот мне попались одни нубы в команде, значит, это очень хороший игрок.
If you get a lot of bad players in your team, it means you're a very good player, basically. What's the next question?
Извините, я дальше буду в основном по-русски, потому что я уже устал, и у меня снизилось понимание английской речи и способности говорить на английском.
Мы
Okay,
переведем.
so usually I will translate Wolf's words because he's a bit tired. So, okay, let's go forward, I guess.
Alright, wait, there's a lot of things to read. Yeah, if there's a question if there will be a function to stop players from building in your territory.
Know your territory in this game.
Alright, we have all this answered already. Oh yeah, will you add daily or weekly quests that give you, for example, tech points?
We want to add, but it's not primary task, and maybe we will add this.
Then we have someone asking when the beta is over, but I think you already answered it. When everything is done, basically. Map editor, country, campaign. We have this answered. Oh yeah, when there will be new countries, is there a possibility that there will be para-drop units? Units that jump from the plane with a parachute.
Okay. We have no mechanics for this. When if we will do this mechanics, will they make this feature?
I think the most questions they just repeat themselves.
If we don't do anything, just we have other tasks. More primary tasks, and we just have no time for all these ideas. Yes, we want to do much of your suggestions, but we don't have time and people who will do this, and money for hire people.
Talking about money, someone is asking if you plan to take donations, make a Patreon or Kickstarter.
Donation doesn't work. Donations was in the game from the start, and
Он имеет в виду создать какую-нибудь
я
краудфандинговую
понимаю,
платформу, как Patreon.
я понимаю, но кто не будет донатить? Это не работает. Донаты не работают.
Saying nobody will not donate anything, and it will not works.
Sasai, I think you can read the next question because it's also in Russian.
Sorry, I cannot find what you mean. Lil Fruc?
Yes.
Вы когда-нибудь откроете стажировку, чтобы облегчить рабочую нагрузку? Было много кодеров, графических дизайнов и так далее, которые играли в вашу игру и хотели бы получить возможность пройти стажировку.
У нас нет времени, чтобы фичи реализовывать, а чтобы еще кого-то обучать, у нас тем более нет времени.
We don't have enough time to realize some game features in the game, and also we don't have time to teach somebody how to work with our engine.
Our team is professionals. We learned for this. Сколько лет-то? $20 years of learning C++. And we need professionals. Professionals we can hire only with money.
We have one more suggestion. It's if there can be archers on top of the walls. If that is like possible with the engine.
Имеется в виду, возможно ли реализовать то, чтобы лучники были на стенах?
Yes. But why for?
Кем были
More
лучники?
range, more
На
armor.
стенах.
More range.
I was wondering, wrote that it'd be for like, you know, like possibly like 10 more range or a bit more armor or something like that.
Имеется в виду, чтобы добавить больше радиуса или больше защиты.
Радиус. Да нет, на самом деле это хочется, потому что это красиво, это как идея с поездом.
He said people usually want it because it looks great and it's like idea with trains. It's, я думаю, это сложно реализовать и мало смысла.
Если есть какая-то задача, то любая задача это надстройка над обычно это надстройка над проблемой. Здесь вот этот лучники на стенах это задача. Над какой проблемой она надстраивается? Такой проблемы не существует. Мы приходим к тому, что всего лишь хочется, чтобы это было красиво и эффектно выглядело.
Developers means we don't have a problem which will be solved by placing the archers on the top of the walls. If we will have problem like this, that it should have some solution. But
yes, and if we will have the problem, we will find the solution for this problem, and solution will be not this solution. If we want to make range or armor for archers. What is the solution? Archers shooting from towers, but not walls.
Someone is asking about balance changes, about heavy archers, if there's any planned changes for them.
Он имеет в виду какие-нибудь изменения для тяжелых лучников.
Я не знаю, какие нужны изменения для тяжелых лучников. Нет, у меня не запланировано ничего.
А,
Я отвечу. I have no plans for this. Any problem?
If you have balance issues, then
Have you
just...
a problem with this unit?
Я могу сказать, что их никогда не используют.
Да.
Окей. Ага. Units. Ой, в игре больше... А сейчас скажу сколько, на самом деле. В игре 371 юнит, включая здание. 371. Очень трудно сделать, чтобы использовали их всех. Очень трудно. Мы стараемся, но постепенно.
In-game is 371 units, including buildings, and it's really difficult to make actual, at this moment, all these units. So developers are trying, but they cannot do anything playable.
I think that sounded a bit wrong. They can't make that every single unit is playable, like, it's so much units. There will always be units that are not good.
We have no full-time game designer who can change balance every day. If we if we will have a good game designer, he will fix this all these unplayable units.
There's also a question by apparently 9 people. They're asking if there will be a ping system on the map.
Yes, sure. Ping system. We wanted to make this task, but it's not simple task. For this task, we need particles, interface particle system. We have no this system. And when we will make this on this interface particle system, we can make pings. Yes, we will do this. Maybe soon. Maybe in summer. This summer.
Error is asking who the top player in team matches is by rating.
I don't know. I don't know.
How do you plan to promote the game on release? That's the question.
I don't know. I have no final idea about this.
We're almost getting done with the questions. There's only a few left for now. Someone is asking, the female chirp is Harry guy. He's asking if you can fix that spearmen can attack through the wall.
We will not fix this. This fix will make a game slower. Twice slower.
And then there's also a question of the same kind. He's asking if there can be more physics, like if an archer is on a hill, he gets more range.
Hello. Good. Hello.
Hi Sky, we'll just meet you. Did you get the question? He's asking if there can be more physics.
Yes.
Он спрашивает насчет физики. Будут ли лучники стрелять дальше, если они находятся на холме?
It's not physics. It's just changing. Just changing range. Unit range. We don't want to do this because why for? What you want? Shoot from a hill?
Can I explain the question?
Yeah.
I'm meaning like for howitzer, for example, if I'm getting sieged from a hill, wouldn't the attacking person have the advantage because he has the higher ground for it?
War selection. It's arcade strategy game. It's not a tactics game.
Okay.
It's like StarCraft. StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2. It's arcade game. War selection is the same.
I'm looking for a question. Someone is asking if there will be a feature. So if the fish is very far away from the shore, that there's a way to get it easier.
Я не понял вопроса.
Maybe Sasai can make it better.
Vito, can you repeat again, please?
Someone wants a feature that if the fish is very far away, that there's a way to get it easier. Like maybe some kind of water warehouse.
Он имеет в виду какой-нибудь более легкий способ добыть рыбу, которая находится далеко от берега.
Какой способ?
Ну, я думаю, это в предложении должны закидывать.
I don't know what is this question about. What you can suggest your idea.
Yeah, Max was sending again the same question, but one we didn't talk about yet. He's asking if there can be a voting function to kick people from a game, if they, for example, team kill.
Yes, and we want to make auto kicking, but we plan to do this. Auto kicking. It's not difficult to обнаружить эту ситуацию. Помогите.
To detect the situation, to detect problem.
В общем, не трудно обнаружить, что человек злоупотребляет атакой по союзникам и автоматически его кикнуть. И мы хотим это сделать.
Okay, it's not difficult to understand if people abusing system of attacking allies, and they want to make that system that will automatically kick people from match if people abusing the system.
We have an interesting question by Eva. He's asking if this Ask Me Anything event can be more often, like every 3 months. Like if you can do this more
Он
often.
спрашивает, возможно ли ответы на вопросы разработчиков более частыми. Как, к примеру, раз в 3 месяца.
Yes. but answers will be same.
A lot of questions will still have the same answer, basically. Looks like all the questions are answered, unless someone wants to put a new question.
I guess you didn't ask the second question.
No, I
of Max.
did it earlier.
Ah.
And Wouw said that there is no your own territory.
Mhm.
Daniel, your question that you're sending doesn't make any sense, because the units, if you click on them in the game, they already have the statistics. Will you make new game modes?
Yes, a new game mode, Tug of War.
And then Tim is asking, yeah, you have answered this already. If you can make the team match rating visible.
No, it will demotivate players.
Oh, and Evo is asking if it's possible to trade your own resources. Like, you pay food and for that you get iron.
If you think the game must have this feature, write this suggestion and people will vote for this. Or not.
And then we have why does the cannon Colossa not have a range? Like, why you can't see it in yellow?
Because his range, its range very huge, and we can't draw the circle so with this size. We plan to add other indicator for this.
Man C Online is asking, will you make or help make the wiki better?
We don't make wiki.
Yes. Then, yeah, guys, I don't think you need to ask the developers how the armor system works. I think there's enough guides for that. Anyone else got any questions, or are we done? Oh yeah, if there's any plans to make a tutorial for new players.
Yes, we want to make tutorial. We once we have started this task, but it was stopped. we want to continue this task. Yes. We have about 10 quests in this mission, and we will make. We will do this. Yes.
The same guy who asked about the wiki is asking if he can get a list of all unit statistics for the wiki.
Is this question for me?
I think yes. Like if he can get a list. Well, I think that's like...
I don't know anything about wiki. We don't plan to work with this. We have no time for this, and what problem? What problem you have?
I think he wants just to have a place.
Units have statistics in the game. What do you need?
Okay, can I explain my question rapidly?
Yes.
There's a game wiki online that is not made by the developers, but it's very incomplete, and the changes don't get updated often. So if we could have a public list of the unit's stats instead of having to look them up in the game inside matches, the job could be done much easier.
Переведите, пожалуйста.
Он имеет в виду сделать так, короче говоря, они сделали публичную Википедию фанатскую, и она не полная. И они просят лист со всеми статистиками юнитов и прочего, чтобы дополнить эту Википедию.
All units data you have in the game file.
Okay.
I'll 1 minute, please. I'll write this file. This file. All unit data, gameplay data in this file. It's just text file. You can find it easily.
He posted it in game discussion. Alright, then I would say thanks for your effort, Wouw, for being here. It was definitely a nice time. And I would say the Ask Me Anything is ended here, since there are not any questions anymore. And I will hope that we redo this at a future time again.
Thank you for your questions. It was interesting. And ой, не могу сказать. И это мне было полезно знать, что вас интересует.
It was really helpful to know what you're interested about.